Welcome to the Huddle Podcast. It is Monday, December 8th at 8:08 p.m. We are filming right at the start of Monday Night Football. And oh boy, was it a big week in the NFL.
Yes, especially for people who have lost their voice, people who are growing a beard out of shame. Big week for football.
Can I shout out some fellows right before we get into it?
Shoot.
Shout out to Josh, Martin, and Gerald, my dad. And then shout out to Colin, Hussein, and Dylan. All the people I went to the Lions game. Then I went to the Bills game. What a football weekend I had, man. That was so much fun.
Clearly, the audience can hear it in your
Yeah, this is now what?
voice.
The second or third. This one is not due to illness. This one is just due to screaming my face off.
Yeah,
to get those tickets.
They actually refunded the people behind you in the stands, I heard. Yeah, well, that obviously was a huge game for the Huddle Podcast. The Bills and the Bengals played. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You want to shelf that game and go through some of the earlier
I want to do
games
Thursday night first.
Okay, perfect.
If that's okay.
All right, so let's... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it out.
So
I was at the game.
Cowboys-Lions played each other. Some of us took the Cowboys. Obviously, they didn't complete it. It would have been a great run for them going Chiefs, Eagles, and then Lions all on the road. The Eagles game was at home, but couldn't get it done. Lions keep their season alive, essentially, with that win. Marsh, you were there. I have some questions for the group here, but take us through the life.
Oh, it was awesome
in Motor City.
Dude, I love going to a Detroit game. Like it is fun there. Everyone's screaming their face off. They're two completely different games though, like going to Detroit versus going to Buffalo. Detroit, a lot more downtown. We went downtown, got some drinks, ate some pizza, and the Lions just, like, there was never a moment in that game where you were like, oh, I don't know if the Lions are going to win it. Like, I know that the Cowboys eventually got it within 3, but it just didn't feel like the Lions just felt like they had the grasp of the whole game the entire time. So, shout out to the Motor City Kitties because they were on fire, man.
Yeah, well, and I mean, that defense, credit to the Cowboys for still, fighting this late in the season. I don't think anybody would have seen that coming based on how their first, 7 or 8 games went. But, they've kept themselves in it. But that defense still is bad. And Lions obviously took advantage of that in that game. Listen, Gibbs has another 3-touchdown game this year. That's his 3rd on the season. He tied Barry Sanders in that game for the most touchdowns before turning 24 with 47. Not just for the Lions, but for the entire league. Is Gibbs pushing the threshold here of having a better season than JT, given how JT has played the last 4 weeks?
We do this with running backs all the time. They're just playing on 2 different teams, but I do think, I don't think the Colts are as good if Jonathan Taylor isn't there. I think they're a way shittier team. I think the Lions would be a half-decent team without Gibbs. But I do think right now Gibbs is playing better football, so it's kind of a fence-sitting answer, but...
That's a fair argument, though.
I think it's back and forth. Like, Gibbs has had bad weeks. Like, the weeks
they
lose, honestly, he has bad weeks, and it's kind of the same for the Colts. Like, both these guys have a massive impact on offense. Like, if they put up numbers, their teams won every week. And the weeks that they underperform, where Gibbs gets 40 yards rushing and 20 yards receiving, and Jonathan Taylor does under 60 yards rushing, like, they've lost those games.
Yeah, it's just been more sporadic with Gibbs. The other thing that I would say is he does have another competent, not just competent, like good running back in Montgomery behind him, whereas JT doesn't really have any competition at all for having a bulk of carries in any game. I felt like in this game specifically, Montgomery was out there actually more, it felt like,
He was rushing
than,
better.
yeah, and he was rushing better than usual. I actually thought they were going to be using him more as the game went on because every time he was out there, it seemed like he had a decent run.
They also surprised me with playing Amon-Ra too. Like, I didn't think he was going to
Yeah.
play, and then all of a sudden he played, and he had a pretty big impact. Like, he caught some great balls, and
He basically
anytime,
won the game on that last catch
Yeah.
too. He basically separated them
Yeah.
for the win there on that big play near the end of the game.
and if you're a Lions fan, you can leave that game going, okay, we just beat a hot team, and we looked good back at home. So, what?
No, I don't know. Aiden was smiling. I don't know if it was because of your phrasing or what, but
Oh no, sorry, my dog was just running down the hallway.
okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
Amon-Ra
mean-
had a huge impact on this game.
Yeah, I mean he is a little underrated still, I think, because he's not like a flashy guy or anything like that. He just does everything a wide receiver in the slot should be. Kind of like Edelman, almost, is what he reminds me of a little bit.
He's a better version of Edelman, I think, though. But
Yes.
Yeah, that's
which is
that's
tough
fair.
to say
Edelman was a
because
beast, but
Amon-Ra takes this like, he embodies what Detroit is, and he's been there pretty much since the start with Dan Campbell and those guys. So it's just, I don't know. It's fun when like teams like Detroit are good, man. And I hope they can somehow squeak in there and make the playoffs.
well, that's kind of my next question here. I don't want to put a negative light on the Lions, but I don't think that they can make the playoffs. Like, they have a 51% chance right now. I just think that, like, right now the team's in the wild card spot because you're not going to catch Green Bay because they have you in the tiebreakers. They beat you twice. You can't catch them. It's the Bears who are a win ahead of them. It's the 49ers who are a win ahead of them already. And then it's the Seahawks who are 2 games ahead of them. So it's going to be hard for them to crawl back in there. I think that Green Bay loss 2 weeks ago really had a major impact on this team's trajectory here for the end of the season. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think they can still make it?
I think they can. They got one more game in Chicago against Chicago. They need Green Bay to run away with the division here, so they need Green Bay to help them out, and then also give the Bears another loss, which would help them right there. And then after that, you win out, and then that's how you make playoffs over the Bears. I think it doesn't help the 49ers are also up there too.
Well,
And
good news for the Lions is the Niners and Bears play each other. So that's a loss for one of those teams automatically. And the Bears still have to they have to obviously beat the Bears, right? And then the Bears also have to play Green Bay again. Like that's like they got a hard schedule ahead. So they can definitely pass
Yeah, they do.
the Bears.
They
Are
do.
they competing with someone else other than the Bears?
it's the 49ers technically, right?
Yeah, I can't
That's
see
pretty
the
much it. I
Niners
don't think
dropping.
Seattle's falling. I
No.
don't know that. I think it's going to be through the division if they do make the playoffs
And
at this point, and it can't be. It's just the Bears, and
Yeah.
it's kind of unfortunate in a way. And I actually have a question on that later for you guys in regards to the Bears, but yeah, it's that's going to be their only option right now. I'd say I think that it's going to be tough. I think that the Bears will hold on, but it's not out of the question for sure. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think it also helps again that the Bears like they didn't beat their boogeyman like we were talking about last week. Like the Bears didn't beat their boogeyman. Somehow the Buccaneers lost again. So and then I think they play the Panthers one more time, maybe twice. So
Twice. They haven't played them yet.
So it's basically one of those two teams are they've cooked themselves. So
Yeah.
it's
going to be Bears or
this-
Lions to wrap it.
pretty much because only one of those teams from that division is making it. And this is the part of the year where we have to really sit back and go, we have 4 weeks left, boys. That's it.
Crazy.
Nearing the end already.
Crazy. And what if I would have told you that Titans-Browns would have been a fun conversation topic in week fucking 14 of the NFL? Cam Ward gets drafted first overall by the Tennessee Titans. His buddy, Shador Sanders, drops 5 rounds, as we all know. Browns pick him up. He finally gets to start the last 3 weeks, played 4 weeks ago as well. And he had a massive game against the Titans. Now, before we even talk about Sanders and the Browns and the future and all that, I was happy for him. I was super happy for him. So much so that I picked him up in fantasy and put him in my starting lineup. I was super happy, okay? Listen, though. That's how much I believed in this guy. But listen to me. Listen to me. Hey, he had 35 points on my freaking...
All right, let's get through this talk because I want to bury Aiden in a minute here.
Right.
So
I want to say a negative side before you guys go off, okay? I seen a comment on
We've
Twitter.
said nothing.
these are banned teams.
We have to talk about that performance. I seen a comment on Twitter saying that the Browns would be above 500 if Shador started all season. They just lost to the worst team in the NFL. No, they would not. Get out of here. Did he have a good game? Yes, he had a great game. They just lost to the Titans. I don't want to hear anything about they'd be 500. They need a lot more than a fucking miracle from Deion Sanders' ball sack to be in the 500 category.
I would like to say that defense did give up a 65-yard touchdown to Tony Pollard, which we have not seen all year from that defense. That is something that is big, but I don't know. Did this game, it was good and it sucked at the same time because it meant nothing. Yeah, Sanders did cook one of the worst teams in the league, who honestly doesn't have a bad defensive front. So it was semi-impressive with and Fannin, dude. He's good. That's a tight end. If you gotta replace Njoku, Fannin's the next up for sure. He balled out. Did the Titans make a mistake with Cam Ward? He's on the worst team for sure, but
so I think that we have to give these guys long stretches. I think that he has had moments where he's looked
3 years.
decent.
Okay, here's what I argue, because Carson, you do stick to the 3-year thing. You have, but how about Anthony Richardson? We didn't give him 3 years.
I'm still with him.
No,
we're gonna talk
that's
about
what I said, Carson. I gave you your flowers there. You like AR's big black legs because he's fast.
Wow. BBL.
What are we doing?
But that's what I'm saying. Do we it's not too early to be like Ward may have not been the number 1 quarterback in this draft?
It's way too early. What are we doing? Their team stinks. Their coach sucks. They're a bad team. They got the number 1 pick for a reason. They suck.
They're gonna have it. Yeah.
They'll probably be a bad team next year and the year after that.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Panthers. Look at the Panthers' development.
Yeah.
Bryce, I mean, say what you want about how he's played. They're above 500 in week 14. That's very impressive for a team that was crap when they drafted him. So, no, I got to give him more time. I got to see more from him. I don't think that he's actually that bad. I think that he could be good, but they just need more around him. Name their wide receivers other than Ridley.
Ridley, Dyke, and Arari. I don't know the third guy's name.
It's DK.
What is it?
DK.
Is it not DIKE?
It is.
No,
Spelt Dyke. It's DK.
It is.
It's the same as shoe. It's Shuck.
Oh, Shuck.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Chuck and Dyke going at it.
Chuck and Dyke. Shoe and Dyke.
Put them on the same team.
Speaking of
no.
shoe.
Can we move on?
No, I don't know. Jake, you don't want to talk about that at all? He had almost 400 passing yards, 4 total touchdowns.
When would I have watched that game, Carson?
Out.
Carson, I was at
Red Zone.
the Bills game.
You don't have Red Zone on your phone in the stadium?
Oh.
I was in the fucking Antarctic.
Okay, then I'll talk about it with Aiden real quick.
All right, hurry it up.
Okay, first of all, I want to say too, I didn't know he was mobile like that. Like, I don't think we've seen that a lot in his college days. He was so good in the pocket. It was impressive.
Yeah, Jake hates this right now because
like these guys are banned teams and the Browns lost. Did they not? Am I insane? Like who cares?
This is the guy who gets national coverage.
5 rounds, almost threw 400 yards.
Justin Fields have good games.
You want to hear a stat?
No, because I don't care about the Browns.
He is the only other player to throw a 50-yard pass in his first 4 starts. You know who the other guy is? Aaron Rodgers.
Kate, you want to know? You want to know what they played They played the Titans, and let me say, I will give him one.
3 weeks they didn't play the Titans.
I will give him one compliment. He threw for 300 yards. That's something that Drake May cannot do.
This guy's seen a meme, and that's his comment.
Carson, what game analysis do you want from a guy who wasn't alive? I was barely a functioning human.
Oh.
Okay, you got me beat there. Okay, we can move off of this unless Aiden, you have anything else.
No,
let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Okay. And I think it's gonna be something to watch next year because now they have an opportunity to let him keep they have an opportunity to have a quarterback next year.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the funeral here.
Okay, hold on.
Did you say the goon?
I'm going to edge you guys one more time.
All right.
Colts and Jags. This
I
is
want to
actually
do this
a
after.
bigger
I
game.
really want to do this one after. Please, can we do it after? No, you do this to me every week. My team is like the last team we talk about every week.
Oh.
For once, it's going to be in
your team last week.
Yeah, it's going to be in the title. It's the biggest talking point of this podcast since we played you guys, and we talked about our game right away. We're done talking about shit teams. We're talking about the Bills right now. What was the score?
I thought you said that you were done talking with the shit team. No. Bills take down the Bengals at home in the Snow Bowl. Burrow comes in and they lose 34-39 in one of the best regular season games of the year so far, I would say, just in terms of pure cinema. Guys, these are your teams. This is the second overall Huddle Podcast matchup. Obviously, you mentioned the Texans and Bills a couple weeks ago. Take it away, guys. These are your teams.
All right, we'll save the poo-poo for in a bit. I went to the Pinto Ron tailgate. Oh my God, do those guys know how to do it right. Bills Mafia, like if you've never been to a Bills game, you haven't experienced football.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't there a video of you like sucking off Josh Allen on a cardboard?
So I met the guys who run that. They just started the Instagram page. They have a cardboard cutout of Josh Allen. These guys for 6 hours before the game were, if you didn't have a beer, they were pouring their own beer into a funnel for you to drink out of, and it looks like you're kissing Josh Allen. I think I shouted him out on our Instagram. Those guys are awesome. Do you guys know Chef Kuzo?
I do not know.
1.6 million followers, Chef. Huge Bills fan. Met him there. He was a beauty. He looked a little pissed off, but I was kind of drunk, so I wasn't harassing him. I just wanted a picture and let him be. Pizza Pete, met him. He's a beauty. Didn't meet Pinto Ron. It was a swarm around that guy. You would have thought he was the mayor of Buffalo. Absolute cinema. The new stadium, we drove by. It looks unreal. I was clobbered at this game, man.
Okay, well, Chick, you keep alluding to how fucked you were, and obviously your voice is telling us a lot. Put in percentage how much you remember start to finish that day.
I remember I don't remember the first quarter. I
First
Yeah.
quarter.
No, Carson, it got to a point where I went to the bathroom with Marty. I walked out, Marty wasn't there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucked. I didn't have the tickets on my phone, so I can't find our section. Like I was like a lost puppy. I walk into the stadium, or I walk into the stands, and these are like steep steps. It's sketch, and I'm already swaying. I just sat in a random seat next to random people for like 5 minutes by myself, just staring at the game. I'm like, I'm never finding my group ever again. Anyways, they call me. They're like, what section you are in? I'm like, I have no idea where I am. Anyways, they wrangled me. They dragged me back into the stands. And then we're sitting behind 7 French dudes. And I decided that I was a
God.
Frenchman.
Brother.
Allons-y, les Buffalo Bills. Allons-y. I turn around at the second half. I see a Bengals fan wearing Bengals jersey. Like, okay, that's kind of funny. A young kid. Turn around.
Oh God.
He's putting on a Bills jersey when the Bills go up. He switched halfway through. I had a video of it. I actually, we shouldn't post it anywhere because I kind of felt bad. The kid was young, but not like young to like probably like 18, 19. But dude, that game was so much fun. And the entire time, anytime it went quiet, I would just, or with Bills fans, you can just hit them with a, hey, and then a whole stadium starts going off. It was electric. It looked bleak for a real long time there. And then just, the pick six, dude. So Josh, who we were at the game with, he's a season ticket holder. We did a 4-legger together. And then once we crossed, he's like, hey, can I change my pick? I want to change it to Benford anytime. I go, oh, we're in the States. I can. Otherwise, I would. That would have boosted. Like, I don't even know if you could pick him. So now on the season, he has more touchdowns than Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson, Drake May, and I forget the other bum. Oh my God, the Bills are so back, man. That was so much fun. That was like an all-time game. It like you couldn't really tell. It was snow globe in there, man. Like snow was pouring down. This must be just the worst thing for you to ever hear, Aiden.
And I had to miss the game because of exams too. Like I couldn't even go to experience that with you because I had to sit in a classroom for 23 minutes today to take an exam. It took me 23 minutes in and out. Oh my God, dude! Sunday. It felt like someone like knocked on my door and just left dog shit everywhere. It was just me home alone. Like, I'm wearing my Bengals jersey. I got the dogs in a goddamn Bengals jersey. We're both sitting there on the couch.
What jersey?
Oh my God, the Bengals are up at like 14-3, and all I'm thinking in my head is like, just get a stop on defense, and I'll feel so comfortable. Just one stop on defense, I'll feel so comfortable. Hell, now we're looking at like 28-18, and I'm thinking, this is one stop on defense. One stop on defense for us, and the game's over. Dude, when he threw that pick six, you would have thought someone broke in my house with a gun, telling me to get on the floor, dude. The way I was fucking screaming my head off.
I will say that pick wasn't his fault. That was just a great defensive play, man. Neither of the picks were his fault. They really weren't.
The second one, I can't blame him because the second one tipped at the line. You had a wide open chase. The ball bounced in one direction. Like, you can't blame the quarterback there. The first one, though, it was an RPO. Yeah, the run may have not been there, but we were handing it off all day to Chase Brown, and the run wasn't there. Where he was getting 2 yards a carry. And to think, just be like, in the snow, just be like, let me just try to rainbow this over. Terrible decision, I think. And then I mean, it's not like it didn't even collapse after that. It really didn't. It didn't even collapse because I was like, oh, it's over. But then you guys get the next touchdown. We bounce back, get the touchdown with I think a minute 40 left ish, and I'm sitting there thinking like, it's been a good game. The stop on defense here, 30 seconds, some Joe magic maybe, and then fuck, dude, the tight ends were so wide open all game, and
I thought Kincaid was going to be on a limited role. He looked fantastic, and Dawson Knox
Unlimited.
bro.
All time, like, hey, I'm still a guy. Like,
Yeah, dude. I was talking to Ryan before we just started recording about because both of our linebackers right now are rookies. We got rid of both our vets, one in the offseason, one we traded to Dallas, and our linebackers rank 84th out of 84 and 83 out of 84, with the most they have the most missed tackles in the league, 1 and 2. And all I could think was, these guys should be brought behind the shed. You can't be professionals. You can't both be professionals. Someone has to carry the dead weight, dude. It was Kincaid
our
and
O-line
Knox
played
eating,
killer
bro.
too, man.
Sai played great. He was the only one that could put any pressure on Allen, but even that was a difficult task. Like,
Dude, the scramble he had.
Oh, dude, I was even that screaming at my TV, just like, you can't give this guy 7 seconds to throw the ball. Like, get to him. But we have no Henderson chasing him, no Stewart. It was literally just Osai and a washed first-round pick Murphy, who has not been great. But I mean, it was if you're just a football fan, it was one of the best games of the year, like Carson said. Like, it was very exciting to watch, despite being on the wrong side of the disaster.
There's nothing like a bad weather game, too.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad weather though, man. It was just like Buffalo football, and like looking at that new stadium, never.
But if you're a Miami Dolphins, that's a horrible game.
But it's Buffalo, dude.
The
it's
weather
Buffalo.
was only -1.
I know, but I'm saying
like,
just in general for most of the league, that's a bad weather game.
Like,
both those teams play cold,
and not to mention, like, looking back at this, had some reminiscing because it's like the last year at Highmark. Who knows? They probably only have 2 games left there because they probably won't win their division, and who knows if they end up getting another home game after that. Most likely not. It was like, what a perfect send-off game for my last Bills game at Old Highmark. My dad, Marty's first game there. Like, you couldn't have asked for better. It wasn't cold. Like, we were warm. I didn't wear a coat. I wore a sweater.
It was colder here.
Yeah. It was beautiful, man. And the snow coming down. There's something different about Highmark Stadium having the snow. It actually was, like, I guess to your point, Carson, maybe a little bit shitty because they had to bring back the chain gang because they couldn't get readings on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, from the Bengals side of things, that is officially it. First of all, obviously, as we all know.
Yeah, I feel bad that it had to be us to murder them because I do like the Bengals as much grief as I give them.
The other thing is, I feel like, obviously, I was on the side that didn't want to see Burrow playing again, but I will say, like, between the last 2 years, he is still one of the best pure passers in the league. That first touchdown to Higgins was one of the best throws I've seen all season. Like,
that wouldn't have been the same game without him.
Back shoulder, only your guy can get it. 35 yards down it was. He had so many throws like that throughout the game where I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like that's a ridiculous throw.
Like, honestly, objective, watching Burrow through the first 3 quarters of that game, I was like, I think he's the best in the league at throwing the ball. Like, he has a better ball than Mahomes. He's more accurate. He has a better ball than Tua. Like, he's a pure passer. I feel bad, man. He's on a bad franchise.
It's not great. The positive for the Bills, in my opinion, is like I'm going to be honest. The first half, obviously they were down, but the first half, even late into the third quarter, I was like, there were so many plays, individual plays, where I'm just like you guys are kicking yourselves. It's either a flag or they give up a 3rd and 10, or
Dude,
somebody
They do that a
is
lot.
busting the coverage, or there's a
fourths and
pre-snap
fours.
penalty, or like there's just
Yeah.
little things that if they like. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, they don't have a great wide receiver core. Oh, they don't have this. Oh, they don't have that. Like, their rush defense sucks. If they can just clean up the small things, like, that's all that they need. Like, Allen is good enough, and he proves it in games like this where they can win just with clean football. But sometimes they just kick themselves. And, like, shout out and
At the
good
same
for the
time,
Bills
though,
for
like-
rallying in that game, because
Yeah.
they can be the best team, or they can be the biggest threat, in my opinion, heading into the playoffs if they can clean up the smaller things.
Can I say, too, we listened to Bills radio the entire ride back home. 4 hours of Bills radio. The amount of call-ins from Bills fans upset about the game yesterday.
Yeah.
What are you, like, I get being frustrated with the team. That was a great win where, for a team who hasn't looked the normal Buffalo Bills, like, they came out and won the game. It was a great win. The Bengals were hot. They just beat division rivals in the Ravens, who, I don't know what, we'll talk about them in a minute. But, like, Joe Burrow back. It wasn't his first game back. It was his second game back. Like,
Well, and the thing is, too, that's good for the Bills, is that it wasn't a just Josh Allen win. Whenever they've won recently, it feels like Josh Allen was fucking
James
superhuman today, or James Cook
I mean-
had almost 200 yards rushing. Like, it's everybody seemed to have like a play in that game, and that's like
The
that's what's
defense
important to me, because it's been a single player show.
yeah, the defense looked good. Like, I don't know. As much as we were down and whatever, like, that fourth quarter hits and this, I don't know. They just turn into a different team. It's like, who wants to step up and play?
Yeah.
And for once in a while, it just felt like maybe it was just because I was there and I was so pumped to be there, man. I was so fucking excited. What a great game. But, man, it's nice to fucking win those. Like, if we looked at this schedule at the start of the season, where we played the Ravens to kick it off, the Chiefs, and the Bengals, and we all said, the Bills will be lucky to split those. Well, we've won all three. And I know all three of those teams are not the teams that maybe we thought about at the beginning of the year, but, like, that was the Bills' first time beating Joe Burrow. The Bills beat the Ravens after knocking them out in the playoffs. The Bills beat the Chiefs when the Chiefs really needed to win.
In that game with 6 minutes left.
And again, we got the Eagles coming up. I don't know. I just am so, like, I'm tired of being negative on this team. I feel like I've been personally a little negative, but what a win for us, man. And I hate that we had to knock out the Bengals. It had to be done for our season, let alone you guys needed it a lot more than us. But
And I mean, let's be honest. Even if we got the win, there's 4 more that have to come after, and a lot more math into it after that.
football is the one sport where you can get guys to do math.
Yeah, no, that's actually facts.
Like, if you're one of those edge teams where it's like, all right, like tonight I'm cheering for the Eagles, where I never would be, because I'd rather play the Steelers than I would want to be walking into Houston.
Yeah.
I'd rather not play the Texans again when they are almost built perfectly to beat us. I don't know. Go Bills, man. And again, shout out to Josh because he had the fucking setup. Ribs, sausages. Oh, and
dope.
shout out to the girl who gave us the table to jump on.
That's dope, too. Check that out on the Huddle Podcast Instagram.
Yeah. This lady walks up to us.
Poor truck bed.
So the third guy in the video, we don't know. He jumped up. He asked, "Can I jump on this table?" And we're kind of like, can't really say no. You just climbed up on the truck bed.
He was like pulling the other guy too. He was
Marty,
like,
yeah.
support.
So we're walking right outside. It was Josh's truck, and some lady walks up to us. Her name is Candy. So I go. She goes, "Hey, do you mind if I use your truck bed to jump on a table?" I go, "It's not my truck bed, but I can ask." She goes, "I got another table. You can jump on one right after us." I go, "Hell yeah." "Josh, is it cool?" "Hell yeah, it's cool, man. Let's do it." She goes, "What do you think I do for work?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "I work at a school." She goes, "What do you think I do?" I'm like, "Janitor? Like what?" She goes, "I'm the principal."
Bro, I know she loves doing that. She does that at every tailgate.
No,
100%.
it was her first one. She said, "This is
Really?
my..." Yeah. I won't disclose where she got the tables from, but yeah, no, she brought two
that's a
tables.
lot right there.
I got it signed. I left it in Josh's truck, but it says the Huddle Podcast signed on Sharpies that we jumped on. So I'm gonna hang it somewhere in the basement, that quarter of the table.
That's
And
sick.
then another. Sorry, I had so much fun at this tailgate. After we jumped on the table, some guy goes, "Hey, do you mind if we jump on the table?" I go, "Well, the table's in shambles right now, so how are you gonna do that?" "Oh, well, you two hold it up for me, and I'll jump on it." I'm like, "Brother, no! Break my arm for you?" By the way, that jump did not hurt. Marty landed on my hand, and it got pinched in the table, so I got a nice little... That should scar up pretty nicely for Bill's tailgate, but man, it was just the best time. We got to do a trip out there and just tailgate together, man. It was so much fun. And everyone's so nice.
It's like an extension of Canada up there.
Dude, it is. It's the friendliest people. We ran into a bunch of Bengals super fans too. They were all super nice. Like it was great. What a send off for that stadium too, man. Like I'm sure that's gonna be electric when they play the Jets there.
Yeah.
Again, why are the red helmets not being played at every home game this year? Why? Bring them back, please. Bring back the red helmets. I want them so bad.
Yeah, the red helmets are sick.
Yeah. So, anyways, sorry. That's my Bills tailgate rant. I had the best time. I love being a Buffalo Bills fan. We might have converted Marty too. I don't know.
Good.
He
Good.
had a lot of fun, man.
Fan of one of the gayest franchises out there.
Who's
Sorry,
that?
that's Bills and Bengals talk. Let's have a moment of silence for the Bengals. Who day? Caps off, Carson. Caps off.
You know what? Like you can rest your hat on many things here. One being that Joe
Back on
didn't
my
play
head.
9 games of the season. But no matter what, like this, something's got to be done. Zach Taylor's got to go, and it better be before the season ends.
And I hate to be that guy, but like mathematically, you guys aren't eliminated.
Dude, I know. It's okay.
Well, this
They
is the
will be.
last. Like they will be this week.
Yeah,
They
the
have to
Steelers
be this
win.
week, pretty much.
They need basically the Steelers to lose out and the Ravens to beat the Steelers and then the Ravens to pretty much lose out and then the Bengals need to win
Other
out.
than that.
It's
Yeah.
just
And then
too
the
much.
Chiefs have to lose a bunch.
The
there's
Chiefs
so many
don't even
teams
play
to
a
affect
factor. They're trying to win their division, not going 8-9?
8 and 9. We need all of us to go 8 and 9, and we'll win the division. So,
I hope it happens, honestly.
no,
Well, I said it.
Looking at the Steelers' schedule, they're going to go 9 and 8, and then the Ravens and us will go 8 and 9 or 7 and 9.
To be fair, I don't want to see you guys in the playoffs, like as a team. Like,
I mean, yeah,
Well, I
Burrow's
said it
scary,
in
but that
our
defense.
group chat the other day that I would much rather see the Bengals in the playoffs. Like, not in terms of who would want to play, but just in terms of entertaining
Entertainment.
football.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
I don't want to see the Ravens the way they've played or the Steelers. I mean,
Well, do you wanna
Rodgers
get-
kind of. There's
Do
a
you want
little
to get
bit of
into that Ravens Steelers game, because that was a big
we
game?
can jump a few. We can
I-
jump a few here.
Sorry, after this, I just feel like it leads right into that, and
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a game that was after everyone basically wanted Mike Tomlin fired. The Steelers come out and win a huge game, man.
We do pools every week at work. People put in $10, and then whoever has the most games right collects, obviously. And I put the Steelers on this one because they are always in the playoffs. They are always in the playoffs. Say what you want about Mike Tomlin. He's going to find a way to make it into the playoffs. And Rodgers is better than any quarterback that they've had for a long time since Ben Roethlisberger. So, like, of course they're going to come in there. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers for hitting the Peyton Manning rush at the goal line there. The classic, where's the ball? All of a sudden, he's fucking sprinting full speed, which is 9 miles an hour. And, yeah, I mean, the Steelers are always going to be there. It's crazy to me from the Ravens side of things that they're 6-7, don't even do it. And it's just crazy that they have that record. It's crazy that they have that record. Lamar has had a turnover in every game since the Bears game, or since his first game back. I don't know, man. It's the other thing is too, Keaton Mitchell. I mean, can we give that guy more snaps? Every game he plays, he has crazy individual performances. He had 76 yards on a very low amount of carries. He had 12 yards per carry. I get you have Derrick Henry, but like mix it up a little bit. Henry hasn't been the guy that he was last year or on the Titans this season. So give Keaton the ball more. It's ridiculous to me. They shouldn't be passing it as much as they are. Like, I'm sorry, Lamar, but you shouldn't be passing it that much. It's a shame. It's a shame that team has collapsed. With the Chiefs, I feel like it's like, okay, you won a bunch of games last year where you probably shouldn't have won. This year, you're bad at specific things. Everybody's old. With the Bengals, you have no defense. So obviously that makes sense. With the Ravens, another one of those teams that's always been up there. Like,
Yeah.
what's the problem this year? What's the change? Like, if you want to say it's Lamar's injury,
I just
I
don't
don't
think they figured it all out. Like, obviously the defense started off being a bottom 5 defense. They lost a few games that way. Lamar gets hurt. They lose another game or two. Then with Cooper Rush, Lamar comes back. They go on a 5-game winning streak. They bring it back to 500. I don't think
that was the easiest point of their schedule, by the way. Sorry, not to cut you off, just for context.
I don't think we can just go Lamar injury. That's why everything's going wrong. Because if he was that injured, they wouldn't start him. If he was that injured. He's obviously healthy enough to be performing. Like, he didn't even perform terribly this game. He threw
and he actually did have 7 rushes, which is a season high, if I'm not mistaken.
And Derrick Henry looked pretty good too.
Yeah, I think Baltimore performed decently well. The turnovers got to them. I think the Steelers had a pretty good game on offense after that first quarter. Like, they kind of turned things around after the first quarter, which we have not seen from the Steelers in a minute. Like, when I saw DK have more than 10 fantasy points, I had to tune into the game and be like, how? This hasn't happened all year. Like, so, like, DK had 7 catches for 150 yards. Like, that has not happened.
This is also the first game, I believe, that the Steelers completed a above 20-yard pass.
Oh. 20 yards? Above 20 yards?
It's been
That's criminal.
there, man. And they played our defense twice.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys about DK and Zay Flowers, actually, because both these guys had plus 140 receiving yards in this game. Do you think that they're held back given their situations? Like, I think that for DK Metcalf, it's definitive that he is, because he was a beast on Seattle, and he's certainly slumped being on the Steelers. Zay Flowers does have really good games sometimes, but I don't know if that's a product of him being a part of a rush-heavy offense. You know what I mean? Like, do you think
I
that they'd be
think
better on different teams?
I think Zay Flowers benefits high from being on Baltimore. Like the way that they play their game is that guy's open all the time because of the rushing. I don't think teams see him as a crazy threat, so he's not double covered a lot. Like it's true. Like he's good. He's not great, and I
What's a
think he
good comp
benefits
for
from that.
Zay Flowers?
What?
Another wide receiver in the league right now. Who reminds you of Zay Flowers?
Like Quentin Johnston.
It's actually
Like
not
when he's
bad.
having a day, not when he's not getting targeted by Justin Herbert. But that is kind of where I'm at with him, like in that realm. I think he's like a much worse Devonta Smith.
Yeah. He's not an elite wide receiver. He's a great wide receiver. And
Yeah,
for both those guys, I think it's their scheming. Like the Steelers just have such a boring offense, and it's tough to say that after they won, and they look good, but they do just have a boring offense. Like I don't think their coordinator is very good. The guy wouldn't use Bijan Robinson. I'm sorry. Like
true.
Drake
Which
London
is-
was a non-factor when he was their head coach. And to pair him up with the Steelers, who run outs on slants to tight ends who gain 5 yards and that's it, and win games greasily. Like I don't know. This Aaron Rodgers is by far the best quarterback the Steelers have had since Big Ben. There is that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
if you're the Steelers looking at next year and you're Aaron Rodgers, and let's say they go to the playoffs this year, do you re-sign him? I know he said he was done, but do you?
You can try. I to be honest, if they don't go to at least the AFC Championship, I can't see Rodgers thinking it's worth coming back.
They win one game and then lose to, let's say, the Houston Texans, who are hot right now, the Buffalo Bills, who have been there before, or even
This is the most open that they're gonna be with Rodgers, I think.
and the thing
this
is
is the
too.
most
The
open
thing
the
is
AFC has
too
been
that
in years.
Yeah.
I think that Steelers' future plans and Rodgers' individual future plans are different too. I think for Rodgers, after the 2 Jets seasons, what his biggest goal is just to prove to everybody in the NFL that it was a part of being on the Jets that was making him bad. So I think for him going to the playoffs is huge. Like for his personal, should I retire next year? Should I be done after this season? If they make the playoffs, I think that's big for him. For the Steelers, I think they would re-sign him if they just make the playoffs, because he has played decent. He was actually hot early in the year. He was playing really well early in the year. I thought he was given the
think
fact that
he had 2
Steelers
good weeks.
always
I
do
think he
that,
was
though.
But yes,
Steelers
he
are
started off
always
the year
hot.
hot. The first game.
that's what I mean. Yeah. Well, yeah, they played the Jets, but
Can I ask you guys this? What do you think Mike Tomlin's future is in Pittsburgh? Because everyone was calling for his head last week. They win the game. I don't know if you guys saw the Aaron Rodgers press conference. Maybe you guys will shut the hell up for next week. And then they go and play Miami. And this is just the most droppable Steelers game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is the future of Mike Tomlin? Because I do think a team like, I don't know, a team would pick it. Like, if you're the Titans looking at next year, why not? Why? And Mike Tomlin's available, I would. He makes the playoffs every year.
Yeah. I thought you meant Aaron Rodgers.
I think
No.
the Steelers parting with him is the real question. Like, will the Steelers get rid of him And I mean, most people are like, how can you get rid of him? He's such a great coach. You can be a great coach and just be on the wrong team. Like, it's simple as that. Maybe that team needs a new refresh mind as a coach, and maybe he needs a new team to bring his mind to. And I think that's kind of where he's at in his career.
And they haven't sucked in forever. That's been almost their issue. They needed to lose for 2 years, and they just haven't because he's such a good coach. Aiden,
Yeah.
would you back the fucking dump truck up for this guy?
Yeah, I would. I don't think he would ever come to
I
Cincinnati.
would love that for you guys, man. I think he would be the hottest name on the market if the Steelers drop him.
Yeah. I mean, he'd get his white boy throwing a ball again. Oh.
Let's be honest. Russell Wilson is white.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I think that'd be interesting. I highly doubt I think he'll retire with the Steelers. I think eventually he will retire, maybe go coach college for fun. But I don't think they let him go. I don't know how you can let someone go. Like that'd be one of the worst breakups ever. Just someone who's won you 500 seasons in a row, and then you're like, we're done. Even though it's probably best for both of them, like.
So he's 53 years old, which in terms of NFL head coaching age, I think that puts him around the medium.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit on the
Lower.
older side. No, there's a lot of young head coaches now, like that they've had. He's been making him the longest standing head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's kind of crazy. I wonder what year they've had him. They'd have him since what, 2006?
Something like that. Very close.
Anyways, do you wanna move on to that indie game, because I do have something on this after we talk about it, and to me it might be one of the funniest. Like, I cannot wait to tell you guys this. Besides the Bills shit, this is what I want to talk about.
I think we already probably all know this, and I'm gonna lead it off here, I think. All right, you ready, Jake? Look at this guy. He's fired up. Okay, it might be a different thing, but so Daniel Jones obviously goes down in this game. Jacksonville murders the Colts at home. So what are we going to do? Are we going to go with the guy who played the crappiest half in Colts history at quarterback? Are we going to go to the guy that we drafted 2 years ago in Anthony Richardson?
He's injured for the year, so no.
No. We're going to go with a man from the couch. Billy Rivers has a meeting with the team. Jake, you're pumped, man. What's going on here?
Jared texted me this, and I was like, what the hell? I was driving on my way home.
He was driving and texting everybody. Just
no, come on. You connect.
Got you. You're rested.
You connect.
You're actually Knopf, officer. You're rested.
You connect, you freaks. And I called him immediately. I'm like, this is a joke. No? He's like, no. They're talking about it right now on the pre-show for Monday. And I go, what the hell? What did they say? And I go, all they really said was they asked Terry Bradshaw if he'd consider coming out of retirement to play. That had me dying. Oh,
that's actually so funny.
And,
oh my god.
And the reason why I mainly want to talk about this is because there's two things I would like here. A, Bengals do the honorable move, release your boy. Let Joe Flacco go.
Oh.
Let him go back. Third team of the year. The other one, I said, if you're considering bringing him, a guy I know who's won plenty of Super Bowls and has tortured this franchise for years and now is the owner of another franchise, might not be the worst call ever if you call Tom Brady.
Imagine. Too bad.
Could you imagine Tom Brady wins them a Super Bowl? Like, think about that.
He would have to sell a share of Vegas, though.
Would he actually?
Yeah, he's not allowed to play if he has ownership in a team.
All right, so Terry Bradshaw's the option, or Phillip Rivers.
Bro, when I saw the Phillip Rivers thing, I read the article. I mean, it's very short because it was just like you said. They're talking about having a meeting. 44 years old, hasn't played. Do you guys remember when he played for the Colts? Remember how shit that season was for him?
Horrible.
And now they're talking about bringing him back out of retirement as if it even worked when he was actually playing football.
What's your other options, though, if you're the Colts? Seriously, like, if we're
Let
not
Riley
joking...
Leonard play, bro. Riley Leonard is going to outperform Phillip Rivers. Yes, he is.
Dude, what are we doing, though? Like, seriously, though,
Carson.
like, let's put our heads together. Let's...
Carson.
No, lock in, boys, lock in. Are you here with me? We need to find the next quarterback for the Colts. Indiana Jones is gone. That sucks for his season. Who can we find?
Desmond Ritter's out there. We cut him. He's out there. I'm telling you right now, Phillip Rivers would take one sack and literally turn into freaking Thanos dust. Like, what are we doing?
This is a bigger thing. They should have kept Wentz. Like, why did they get rid of Wentz?
It really does.
I don't understand.
I know.
At the start of the year, though, what were you thinking? Anthony Richards and Daniel Jones is going to go down, and our season's going to be on the line. Like,
yeah, I actually don't feel bad for these.
I feel
fans.
terrible for Colts fans. This is brutal, man.
And they not only could go 0-4 down the stretch here, they probably will. It's Seattle 49ers, Jacksonville, who they just got demolished by, and the Texans, who they got demolished by the week before. Not demolished, but who they lost to the week before with Daniel Jones. So, yeah, I mean, they're done. They are done. They're not making the playoffs. It's a crappy situation when you had a 93% chance to make the playoffs in week 11, and now you're all the way down to 30%.
They went from having the best season that a Colts fan could dream of to nightmare situation. You want to know what the actual turning point was? Do you remember our boy? I showed him on the podcast, the guy who sings.
Oh no! Oh no!
I think they've only won 1 or 2 games since he fucking called out Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, they are 4-1 in their last 5 weeks.
What are they since they played the Steelers? I'll look it up. You boys talk. I'll look it up.
Man, I mean, we've seen this collapse before, and it's been in the same division. When the Jags did it, 3 years ago? They were like, I think they were 9-3 or 9-4, and they did the same thing. They went 9-8, I believe. And that all started with Jake Browning beating them. And they didn't have injuries either. Trevor Lawrence was a healthy man. So at least
I think
Colts fans have excuses. Not that it really lessens.
That's almost a bad thing, a little bit.
They're 1-4.
That's almost a bad thing.
Since our boy said to break Aaron Rodgers' back.
Yeah. That's not. Should we? Jake, go find a video, please. I think that it's almost a blessing for them in a way, or not a blessing. Sorry, it kind of hides the fact like they weren't playing well even before Daniel Jones was injured. Not in this game, but when it had come out a couple weeks ago that he was playing on an injured foot, it seemed like the whole team was playing worse than they had throughout the first 10 weeks of the season. And so I think that saying, oh, well, Daniel Jones got injured, that's why we didn't win. I think they would have lost these next 4 games with Daniel Jones, and it would have been, what do we do now? What do we do now with a guy that had a great start to the season? The team collapsed. Now you are going to go into next year saying, well, Daniel Jones got injured. So we're just going to re-sign him, and we'll be good again.
They have to.
Just like we were.
What Seth video do you want to watch? Do you want to watch the one that Thanos snapped it, or do you want to watch the most recent one?
Yeah, bring it up in a second. Bring it up in a second.
Which one?
I do want to say
which one?
The Thanos. Or do you want to see the one that ended it all?
The ended it all.
So the Steelers one?
Yeah, bring that one up.
Okay.
I want to say, like, this is worst case scenario, obviously, for the Colts. Their quarterback goes down. They traded away their first round picks for Sauce Gardner. This team is like they were in go mode. God. They had tunnel vision on the season. I disagree with you, Carson. I don't think I think they had a chance. Obviously, I think they had a decent chance to win some of these games.
Yes, they definitely have a better chance, obviously, with Daniel Jones playing over the next 4 weeks than if he's not playing at all. But
yeah, I think the scheme has to change a bit. Obviously, Jonathan Taylor can't do everything all the time. The teams are going to stop them from doing that. And you guys have a good defense. The Jags have a good defense. The Titans are ass. So, tough division right there. But with Daniel Jones being out, not having your draft capital, the only benefit from this that I can see now that's not even really a silver lining is they could probably re-sign Daniel Jones for an okay amount of money that won't tank them, that won't hurt them. They can go out and get free agents next year like Trey Henderson Trey Henderson, now that he's out for the rest of the year and he didn't produce as much this year, he went from a $40 million guy down to a $20 million guy like that. And I feel bad for him because we didn't trade him. We didn't do anything with him. We kind of just effed him over money-wise. I think they can go out and get that piece. I do think that team can build up next year pretty decently, re-signing Daniel Jones.
You got Sauce, too. You got Sauce.
Yeah. The question is, can they win it all with Daniel Jones? What we're seeing right now is not good evidence, or what we just saw the last 4 weeks. But
he needs someone to believe in him, though, man. We've seen this before, where quarterback leaves a shitty situation and goes on and only gets better and better. Baker, maybe not this year. It's kind of season from hell, but another one, Sam Darnold. I don't know. I am not ready to call it quits on the Daniel Jones thing.
I think really we all like Daniel Jones on this podcast. I like him. I think that he's capable of being. He's not top 15 even, but he's definitely like, if you have a good team around him, he's like Brock Purdy. Like, he can.
Hurts can't stop throwing picks, man. Oh my God. This is a crazy shit show game.
I also want to say for Daniel Jones, the game against Houston, he was playing well. He was playing well against your team. What's been screwing them over a lot is the turnover battles, and that's not even him all the time. He's had fumbles, he's had interceptions.
JT had a fumble last night.
The fumbles have been killing them. I feel like every time someone catches the ball on that team, they have at least won a game. It's been bad, and I don't think they're over as. I don't think it's as bad as it makes it out to be. I think it just really hurts because they went from this is our seat, we have a real good chance this year, to now it's, can we even make playoffs? Oh, this is beautiful.
All right, this is the horseshoe that broke the Colts' back.
Set up.
Nice toss.
Great toss.
This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our Colts, whether win or lose.
We love them. For the shoe, beat the Steelers.
Let's break Rodgers back. This is our team. Go Colts!
Oh, did you say he released an apology video for this?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my goodness!
It's right below it, no?
Can we watch this? Can we watch this?
Hey guys, Seth here. I just want to address something that I have gotten comments about from today's Colts Anthem video. I just want to set the record straight. I do not want Aaron Rodgers to get hurt. I do not condone violence. We were just being savage just to be fun. Sorry if it came in if you guys took it the wrong way. But go Colts. Hope you guys understand I was just being savage.
Yes, savage.
Didn't want to promote violence like that. So I appreciate your understanding, and I hope you guys are still fans of me. Love you guys, and go Colts.
So
Oh.
I will say, like, as funny as that video is, like,
Poor guy.
oh, like, what a Colts legend, though. Like,
How has Barstool not picked up that guy? Like,
just
my
don't
bad,
know
guys.
what he adds to.
My bad, boys. We were just being savage.
We're,
I just had to be savage. That's so awesome.
oh, what a like! You just ran, like, and he does it before every game, man. And that's where you gotta just respect the grunt. Like, dude, we should reach out to him and see if we can get an interview with him.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Oh, that is so
that would
funny.
be-
Oh, shout out Seth. And I feel so bad for Colts fans because Colts are one of those, like, I don't know about you guys. There's like a couple different teams where it's like, I actually don't hate them. And now, if my team plays them, I want to murder them. But like the Colts fall into that category for me. The Bucks, the Broncos, even both your guys' teams, I just would like to see make the playoffs because I like you guys as people.
That's nice. I agree though. I think there's a lot of teams that I like. Honestly, it's the other way around. There's a very few teams that I dislike.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
quite.
Jacksonville, Cardinals.
I don't
Get
dislike.
'em
The
outta
Cardinals are so like forget
Man.
about them.
Undislikable.
Like they're just so like I have no like they're water to me. They have no taste.
No, that's not true. They're like
That's criminal. Oh,
the Cardinals are like a lemon lime slushy. It's like you went out and bought me a slushy and you bought lemon lime. Why not blue or red?
That's funny. Sorry guys, we're just being savage.
What a legend.
all right. Well, let's get off of the Horseshoe Jags game. Let's get to. I'm just gonna make this one quick. Saints beat the Bucks. The Saints beat the Bucks. Lock in, Baker. Lock in, Bucks.
Buka's got to catch that pass too, man. Wide open for the touchdown. He went from having like arguably rookie of the year to like being a non-factor
crashing
now, man.
down to earth. Yeah. Like, what's the biggest problem with the Bucks, do you think?
There's so much, man. There is so much right now. I feel like I mean,
should Todd
injuries.
Bowles be next year? Is he on the hot seat?
No. I honestly think what it is for them is like all those close games at the start of the year that they were winning, they're now losing. Like, people forget they almost lost multiple games this year.
They had a 4th and 10 with the Texans, and Baker scrambled for the first down, kept the drive alive to win that game. And that's just one example, like you said.
Yeah. So it's and what sucks about this is, like, again, we're sitting at another spot where the Bucks or the Panthers, whatever one makes it, is gonna keep a team like maybe the Detroit Lions, the 49ers, or if somehow the Bears fumble this, the Bears out of the playoffs. And I'm sitting here like, I don't hate the one division, like each division gets a guarantee in. But I'm not happy with any of those teams missing out because the Bucks just aren't very good this year. They just aren't.
The Bucks have 2 good wins this year, and it's the first week against the Titans, 29-7. Then they barely beat the Steelers, barely beat the Falcons, barely beat the Texans, barely beat the Jets, barely beat the Seahawks, all by 3 or less points. And then they beat the Niners by 11 points. And then they beat the Saints by 20. And they've been on a losing streak since then. The Cardinals was a 3-point game. Their wins have not been strong.
Yeah, I think beating the Seahawks is one thing. And then I also think the Texans win is not earned because the Texans, the second half of the season, are almost a completely different football team than the Texans the first half of the season. I think the Seahawks is really only their nice win.
I think the Texans. I don't think the Texans were ever a really bad team. They just were on the wrong side of the 1-score games, and now they're playing well enough to make them not one-score games. But injuries, man. Injuries, and Baker went from having an MVP season halfway through to throwing, like this game he threw under 50% with a touchdown and a pick for 122 yards. You can't blame that all on Mike Evans not being there. They do have Chris Godwin and Buka. They do have Bucky and White in the backfield.
They have to find ways to push the ball down the field. So many of their pass plays start behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing that I didn't like about the Chiefs last year is it's boring football. Like when half your play calls are wide receiver screens, like I don't want to see
I know a thing or two about a wide receiver screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me bow
Like,
out for a second, boys, and let these dogs out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It does suck. The injury sucks. They were out of Wirfs in that game, obviously, and it felt like Baker in every game feels like he's like very pressured. I don't know if it's like a product of him. Also, like obviously his stat line isn't great, but I've never seen a quarterback who should be sacked more often than him, and he gets away every time. It's like, did you see his spin move in this game?
Dude, the man's a dog. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I do agree with that.
I don't understand. I'm looking at him like, how is this guy getting away from that? It's not like Joe Burrow where he looks athletic in the pocket, moving around. Like Baker is just a dog. He's just getting out of it.
It is like, yeah, Burrow has very clean footwork in the pocket, and Baker's just seems very chaotic in the moment when you're watching him, but it works. Yeah. It's worked for him for a long time. This comes down to injuries. Like they're injured on defense, they're injured on offense. The team is just not complete, and like the Panthers, dude, they're right there. They're right there to take this division.
Oh man. They also, the reason that I brought up Todd Bowles was because there was a few times early in the game where they're up by 3 and they're going for it on 4th and 1 from their own 50. From the 50, sorry, not their own 50.
Yeah.
But like, I get that you want to be aggressive and stuff, but they didn't make either of them. And it just, like, you're up 3 against a Saints team that has their 3rd string quarterback in. Like, just take what you can when the opportunity comes. Don't force anything, because you're letting the Saints back into the game when you don't complete those. And I feel like that kind of mentality kind of twisted the game a little bit too, where they felt like they had to get every single opportunity. Like just wait a little bit sometimes. We'll talk about that in the Chiefs game obviously later, but yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate because I like the Bucks, and I mean they're very lucky because they are still somehow ahead of the Panthers, but they are going to have a hard time here because they still play the Panthers twice. So they basically have to beat them outright now because they don't have a lead on them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what tiebreakers look like for them. Right now, Bucks are still ahead because they have the tiebreakers. But
and the Bucks play the Falcons. Like that's a must win. Especially like, if you're going to split with the Panthers, like you have to beat the Falcons to stay ahead.
Yeah,
you guys 100%. Are talking the probability of both teams making their division, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. The Panthers and Bucks play twice. We're just saying the Bucks play the Falcons next, and that like you have to win that one if you're going to split with the Panthers.
Yeah, okay. So I've looked at this a lot because this is one of those ones where it's just like I'm a dude, so I love looking at the playoff race, and this was definitely one that the Bucks couldn't lose. But the remainder of the Bucks schedule goes Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. Now the remainder of the Panthers schedule is by far a much tougher schedule. Let me read it to you 1 second. It goes, what is this here? Saints, Bucks, Seahawks, Bucks. So
At the end of the day, the Bucs got to win 3 of those games. One obviously being against the Panthers for them to stand the chance. And I mean, to be honest,
For
I
the
think
Panthers to stand a chance, they have to beat out the Bucs.
Yeah,
they do.
I
They have
agree.
to win both.
Here's
And I think that's
the
a
thing,
good
though.
possibility.
I don't know exactly what their tiebreakers look like, but I think
Right now the Bucs
if
are
they-
technically still in.
but the Bucs beat Seattle, but then they lost to the Rams. The Panthers beat the Rams, so if they beat Seattle, the third thing that breaks a tiebreaker is common opponent, record against common opponent.
That's after
that-
in division.
Yeah. So if
And head to head.
if the Bucs lose to the Falcons, like they need the Falcons because right now they're 1 ahead in the division. Obviously, the Panthers play the
Which is why
Saints,
they're still up.
so that if the Panthers win, the Bucs need to win, and then they would need to at least split against the Panthers and beat Miami to stay ahead.
So they're tied right now record-wise. Technically, the Bucs are ahead because I believe in division opponent is how it goes next.
Yeah.
And then after that, it is, like you said, common opponent. So, I don't know. The Panthers have a real shot here. The
It's
Bucs
crazy.
just another one that you just go, how? Why? I feel so bad for Bucs fans. Because I love Baker.
Right up there.
I've got a Bucs hat too. I like the Bucs.
Yeah, that was a killer of a watch. Okay, I really want to talk about my team, but there is still one more game that we should talk about. Bears, Packers. Bears get very close to winning until Caleb Williams threw one of the ugliest interceptions of the year in the back of the end zone.
They ran that play last week. That was the play that they won the game off of. They run it again, and then it's the play they lose off of.
They won the game for the Packers, who finished the game 28-21. Like, I just want to know, for the Packers' sake, because there was a bunch of guys. There was a 5th or 6th string guy today or yesterday that had a touchdown. I don't even remember what his name is. So I want to know what your guys' thing is with the
Melton.
Number 1 wide receiver thing. Like, why does that matter? Because we've talked about this before. Like, why does it matter to you guys? I know that you're on the side of that. I think their receivers are all just good, and I think that that's fine.
Okay. When you're down and you need a touchdown really bad, I like having a guy who I know is going to come down with a ball or going to be able to break free in coverage to make the big plays. That's really what I miss about Stephon Diggs the most. We don't really have that guy. I don't know, like last year in the playoffs when we were playing the Chiefs and we were going on that downward drive, and I know the ball was kind of shit, but like having a Diggs there maybe would have made the difference. I like being able to go, okay, it's crunch time. Here's a guy. When you have 2 of them, it's even better because you're the Bengals and you go, it's either going to Chase or T. Higgins. We don't have to rely on Isovosa to catch a pass or Mike Gesicki to catch a pass or Chase Brown to run us down the field. That's what I like about it.
I think a lot of it's just built on team dynamic. Like, I don't think the Packers need a number 1. They have a bunch of number 2s who are, like you just said, Carson, they're all good. They're all good enough. I think Watson's good. I think Jalen Reed just came back. I think he's good. I think Wicks is good. I think Matthew Golden could be good.
Watson, Golden.
And then Romeo Doubs, I think, is a decent number 1 to have on your team. I don't think the Packers need a number 1 by any means. They can spread the ball easily. They have a great offensive line with a good running back. They have a quarterback who, you can love him or hate him, but he's entertaining to watch. Like, yeah,
the underdog's on top.
He sometimes throws some bad picks. Like, he had the worst pick we've ever seen against Carolina. Worst throw we've ever seen against Carolina. That was dropped. but he also goes out and throws 3 touchdowns, especially in December when it matters. He does come through, and he has been the last couple years. But with what Marsh just said, when you have a number one guy that it's 3rd and long, and you need this for the game on the line, and I just think a quarterback has a trust in a guy who is a Jamar Chase that is there's no doubt. It's just like, I'm putting the ball here, and those 50-50 balls are more like 80-20 balls. Like, my guy is more likely to catch that ball than your defender.
And it's an unspoken bond that some teams have. Like, I don't know what a good example. I guess Amon-Ra and Jared Goff. Like, Goff trusts that guy with his life. Like, it was the same way Stafford was with Calvin Johnson. Like, they just don't even have to look at each other. They just know, I'm going to find you, you're going to find your way out of this, and I'm going to put it exactly where you want it. And that's almost the most unique thing about football, is when you get those special, like Tom Brady and Gronk, like, they just knew. Even Kelsey and Mahomes there, maybe not this year, but in years past, like, it was like, Kelsey, I'm going to let you run whatever crazy route you come up with, and I'm going to find you, and you're going to come down with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think that overall they have proven that they don't need it that much, but man, they have such a good wide receiver core, in my opinion. Like, it is very underrated. They have 5, maybe 6 really good number 2s. Like, it's crazy.
And Tucker Kraft being out sucks for them, because he was a huge piece in that offense.
Does suck a lot.
I think Tucker Kraft normally is that number one guy for them, like, especially after this year, what we've seen from him. He's the guy that you look at on 3rd down and you're like, oh, he's coming down with it.
They've got a better wide receiver room than the Bills, but a worse quarterback than the Bills. I really do think our offenses are almost a little bit comparable. Like,
I think
Josh Jacobs and James Cook, I think, are very comparable running backs. Josh Allen's obviously, in my opinion, eons better than Jordan Love. And then their wide receiver room, I think, is better than ours. But I don't know. I like our tight end room more than them. I think Kraft is better than Knox and Kincaid, or that young kid, I'm blanking on his name, that we have. But I do think that the combined 3 of them, I don't know. I'm bringing up the Bills for no reason. I'm sorry.
I do think the Bills have a very similar offense in terms of their receiver core. There is no number one guy, and it does work. I think like, Tom Brady had Edelman, like,
he had Randy Moss at one point too, dude, and Gronk, the best tight end ever.
And when he had Randy Moss was the guy, but he went over a decade without Randy Moss and Wes Welker. Like, he went a decade without those guys. I know, but Edelman, like, he was good, but he wasn't like, he was never a top 5 receiver. He was never better than AB, Julio Jones, Hopkins,
Shakir,
Calvin Johnson, David Johnson. Like, he was never better than those guys during his prime. So I mean, I do think teams can definitely win without a number one wide receiver. I just feel like like what Jake mentioned, the connection between a quarterback and receiver, when you don't even have to think about it, you just are on the same page, is an elite thing to have on offense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Bears side of things, they go from the 1st seed to the 7th seed in 1 loss. We've talked about it before. What should change with the playoff standings?
Nothing.
How would you fix this?
It's sadly nothing. I don't know. I maybe one thing I would change is every division is guaranteed a slot, not every division deserves a home game.
Yes.
So the Bucks make it in, the Steelers make it in, but because they have a worse record than the team they're playing, they do not get a home game.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think that that's exactly what I think the solution should be is that in terms of making the playoffs, each division has a division winner, at least. Other than that, it gets placed by record. So the Bucks right now would be the 7th seed, but they would be in there still because of their division, even if teams outside of the playoffs had a better record than them. But the Bears shouldn't go from 1st seed to 7th seed in a week. Like, that's crazy. They would be the 2nd seed or 3rd seed, theoretically, if it was the other way around, which is a normal drop.
I mean, we could
Aiden
sit
has
here.
to vouch. Aiden has to vouch for the division thing right now because he can't get in the wild card. He's just.
Well, I mean, if we switch the rules to what you guys just said, like the Bengals, I mean, they can still fight for that wild card spot, but I just think, I think having that home game that you're fighting for within your division makes the rivalries in a division so much better. I think when you play those teams twice a year.
Aiden, if you guys got shafted the way that the Vikings, and I don't care for the Vikings, if you got shafted the way they did, what were they, 14-2? They only had 2 losses, and 2 of them were
14-3. Yeah,
2 of them were to the Lions, and 1 I think was the Rams last year.
Yeah,
and they don't get a home game. They go from finishing 1 and having a bye to going 5th seed. Like, I don't know.
also
To
disagree. Like, seeing the Steelers and the Ravens bounce back and forth into the playoffs these last 3 weeks, I just
losing games.
And it's corny and horrible football to see.
It's just
if it was the 7th seed bouncing back and forth, then it would be like, okay, whatever. Like, who gives a shit? They're the 7th seed. They're going to be playing the 2nd seed on the road in the playoffs, which is how it should be if you're a crap team. Which any team, no offense to your division, coming out of that division.
I think if you change the rule to what we're saying, let's say the Steelers were in the 7th seed, and there was still, like, let's say your Texans weren't in the playoffs, and you're looking at the Steelers like, okay, we should be the 7th seed. I think the same argument will then apply after you change the rule. You'll be like, why do they get to be there? Just because they won the division, even though they went 8-9.
But I think the thing is more within the playoffs. Like, obviously, you can't have it where a division doesn't go to the playoffs, which would have happened pretty much every single year. There's been divisions in football.
You just should be rewarded for having a better regular season than a team who played in a worse division than everyone.
Yeah,
and you're like, if the Steelers shouldn't get a home game just because the Ravens sucked this year and the Bengals didn't have Joe Burrow.
And also, most of the teams.
You seriously think
on the?
Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Let me just say this: you think the Bills win 12 or 13 games this year, and then they get to go play the 9-8 Steelers in Pittsburgh? You think that's like, well, fuck, the Steelers deserve that one? Or how about the Cowboys when they played the Bucks, and the Bucks were 8-9 or something stupid? Like,
9-8, yeah.
To me, it's no brainer, but I don't know.
I don't
know.
I think the NFL, like, I don't know. I'm very big on just, like, it is what it is. If you want to play at home, you should have won your division. I understand the argument. It does suck. It would suck to be that Vikings fan being like, we went 14-3 and had to go into LA instead of them coming to us. Huge disadvantage. Will that game change? Probably. It easily could have.
Okay, I got another compromise for you. How about this? Let's say that we're in the Viking scenario where the Lions already have a bye. and the Vikings technically would have been, I believe, the 2nd or the 3rd seed.
Yeah.
Should the team who gets the division who gets the first round bye, should that division, the second round, or the second team to make it, if they have a better record than the 4 seed, get to host the home game instead?
Guys, I don't hate the idea. I really don't. I just we're also used to watching it the way it's been, especially for us, like growing up. It's been this way the whole time. I don't know. It is very hard to say. I do think there's a big aspect of, even if your division is bad, like ours is this year, or the Bucs was last year and the year before and the year before, winning your
Chiefs.
division and securing a home game just because you beat the other 3 teams that are in your division brings out a rivalry and a almost like an unexpected twist in football.
But that still applies even with our solution. Because you can still make the playoffs winning your division that way, but your seeding is just lower because your record is worse than the teams ahead of you.
No,
but you still can make the playoffs with a divisional win.
Yeah.
You know? I think that they should change that, because I think that it's unfair. You know, no offense to the Bucs or the Steelers, who are basically the teams that we're talking about right now, but
I mean, honestly,
there's no
at the end of the day, I really don't have a preference. I don't think. I think you could not fix it. I think football is just as entertaining as if you did fix it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I do think we should shelve this and save it for later down in the season, because we're going to be talking about this every week, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I think there's a boy who's been a good little boy, and he sat patiently and he's waited very nicely, and his team is red hot right now. And I want to congratulate him and thank him for putting the bullet in the Chiefs' head respectfully. Not to be too savage. Don't want to be too savage. Sorry for being savage. Let's all sit here and listen to Carson talk for 10 minutes about how good his team is.
You've just given me 10 minutes? That's all I got? No, I was thinking about recording my own podcast for this one.
I kind of would love to hear that 20-minute special.
I was thinking like an hour. First of all, yeah, the Chiefs are done. Chiefs are done. They're done. They are done. They have no tiebreakers. They would have to win out. They still play the Chargers and the Broncos, who have already beaten them this year. And then they still wouldn't have the tiebreakers on those teams.
I got 3 words for you. You like
that? Yes, we do. We love that. Yeah, so they're done. Okay. The dynasty is not done. All right? It's a bad season. Brady went 10 years in between winning Super Bowls, and he's got 7 of them. I'm sure Mahomes will be back in a couple of years, or even next year. I'm not writing that team off in terms of how good they can still be as long as Mahomes is there. I just want to start with the defense for the Texans. I mean, realistically, this might be one of the best defenses of the 2000s. It's crazy the run that they're on. Crazy the run that they're on. Mahomes had a 19.8 passer rating last night. It was the worst of his career.
We might get copywritten for this.
Also, why are you playing these?
like a clean shot to me.
You're muted.
Sorry, why would we get copyrighted?
NFL.
Okay, we've shown clips of the NFL plenty of times.
Can I just talk about the Texans, please?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to run them in the background. My bad.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, this defense, in my opinion, is playing at like a level, like Legion of Boom level. Like that's how
You're not
serious
wrong.
they are. They get 8 sacks on Josh Allen. They're the reason that they won that game against a tough AFC top contender. I'm not glazing you up. I'm being real. They're 9-4. They have a good season behind them. That was the worst Mahomes games of his career. 19.8 passer rating. First time he's thrown 3 picks with no score. He had a 42% completion percentage. He had 160 yards passing. Like, just horrible. And what kind of supporting cast does he really have right now? Because as good as Kelsey is, he had 1 catch for 8 yards and a drop that cost them the game. That solidified the loss.
He
Rashee
did get
Rice.
blown up.
Yeah, he could have caught it before getting blown up. Who, Rashee Rice?
No. The Kelsey got blown up on that catch. Got
After
sandwiched.
dropping it.
Yeah, he did
After
bobble it.
dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy defense. It's a crazy defense. Petrie, you have him tipping balls to himself for the pick, which, by the way, guys, that was, not to run off on a side tangent here. You guys seen the bet that I made with the 25 Marsh dollars?
Oh, yeah. My brother won
And
twice
what
this week.
a win. What
Yeah,
a
we
win.
got to talk about that. You got to tell everyone your legs and everything, because that was a part of the podcast. I owed Carson $25 from the Texans beating the Bills, and my boy hit big.
Massive parlay.
I don't think we're hyping this up enough.
Massive.
It was crazy.
Pretty massive. Pretty massive, okay? You want me to read it to you, fellas?
Yeah.
And tell us the
the
odds.
boys. If you want to kick some back to the guy who paid for it, you can.
Texans won that game fair and square. I thought about it.
No, you're good. That's all yours, buddy. You won that fair and square.
Hey, I appreciate you being an honest man, though.
Yes, sir.
Or a man of your
course.
word, I should say. So I'm not good with the whole odds thing. I don't know what the total odds were. Sorry, Aiden, I'm not good with that.
It'll say plus something normally.
Yeah.
Well, there was. I'm just gonna.
If you want to text it to me, Carson, I can read it better for you.
Well, I just don't know what the total was. There was individual parlays with the plus or minus, but it wasn't.
Here, actually, I got it right here. Oh no, you sent it to me after.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't go back and see it now.
Yeah, so Carson had.
Well, I'll list it. I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Thursday night in the Cowboys-Lions game, I needed CD to have over 90 yards. He had 120. He basically got that in the first half. He had 89 yards in the first half. And then he obviously got injured after that. So that was lucky that he hit it before then. Jahmyr Gibbs to score a touchdown. That was pretty obvious. Dallas' defense is still not good. They need to win games. Pickens 5 catches. That almost was over already. Because he got catch number 4 and 5 on their second last offensive drive of the game. So that was that was a lucky one right there. And then on Sunday, all in the 1 o'clock window, it was an ETN touchdown, a JT touchdown, and a Bucky Irving touchdown. They all scored on their first offensive possessions. And then I needed Burrow to throw 3 passing touchdowns. He had 2 in the first half, and then 2 in the second half, technically. So he hit that. And then going into the game, it was the night game at the Texans. I needed Mahomes to throw 1 pick.
Oh my God, 3, man. Bro. You would have been a millionaire.
I would have been rolling in it right now, guys.
So
we would have
they
brand
offered
new tech.
They offered you a
Yeah.
cash out. Carson had the $25 bet from me. The cash out was $1,415, and I don't think I would have called you a pussy for cashing out, but standing on business.
Love that. Love that.
I knew it was happening, boys. I knew it was happening. I trusted the defense.
I have the odds right
And-
here. You guys want to hear the odds?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So it's a 1 in 116 odds, which means you had a 0.85% chance of hitting.
Let's go.
8.5. Not even a full percent. The Bengals have a better shot at making playoffs right now than you did at hitting that bet. Is that not
Yeah.
insane?
Oh,
Bro, that's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, the final cash out was $12 below $3,000. So that was pretty nice.
let's go. That'll pay for a chunk of school.
That's right. That's right.
The most money you've made on this podcast yet. You might be the only one in the green.
Yeah, but no, honestly, that was huge, obviously, but just the Texans winning that game was great. And I thought Stroud actually played a pretty good game. The first half was unreal. Like, he looked really good in the first half. He had
Yeah, they were
160
carving him up.
yards. And it just seemed like he was always running away from the blitz. That play to Nico Collins was unreal on that scramble drill. You
Wait
can
till
always
Tank comes back next year, too. Man.
Oh, my-
Wait till
They're
Tank
talking
comes
about
back.
him coming back this year
This year.
in the playoffs.
that'd be insane.
I don't want to play you guys if he's back, but I don't want to play you guys either way. The Texans
Dude.
look nasty right now.
If Tank Dell could come back to this team, oh my god, dude.
And I
oh
will
my
say,
god.
Carson, I don't want to glaze you too much, but right now I think you guys are the hottest team in the NFL. You are.
Well, they're 8-2 in the last 10 weeks now. They've won 5 straight, and it's also the run that's important to me. Like, this 5-game stretch was crucial. Like, they beat the Jags to get the tie. They beat Tennessee to have a better division record. They beat the Bills for a tiebreaker. Probably won't matter because the Bills are going to be in there anyway, most likely. And then they beat the Colts, who are ahead of the division, and another divisional win, which is important. And then they beat KC and basically end their season. Like, that's 5 really good games that could have went the other way.
And re-say those wins again, just in real quick.
Jacksonville with the comeback, Tennessee with Davis Mills, the Bills with the 8-sack game, the Colts with CJ's first game back, and then KC last night.
Those are 4 fantastic teams that you've just beat. Maybe not the Jags, but in division, I don't care. I still count it. Wow, what a run
City
for
of top
Texas
division.
fans.
Yeah, and now they have the Cardinals and Raiders back-to-back weeks. They should be at 10 wins, 10-5 on a 7-game win streak going into the last week or the last 2 weeks against a Chargers team for a tiebreaker who they beat last year in the playoffs handedly, and against the Colts again with a backup quarterback. They might win out. They should win out, honestly. And that's huge because they could take the division still, which sitting at 0-3 and then 3-5, I would have thought they could sneak into a wild card spot. I don't think that they're gonna have a chance at the division, and now it's a pretty
there.
likely spot. They went from, I believe, a 12% chance to make the playoffs to 87 this week after that win over the Chiefs.
Do you listen to Pardon My Take at all?
Every once in a while, yeah.
So Dan Katz every year picks a team to be his pinky team. Last year he picked the Rams. This year he picked you guys. It has to be an 0-3 team at the start of the year. You guys are, I think, the 3rd picky team to make the playoffs after he picked them. You might have a guy cut off his pinky.
I think you guys are only the 2nd pinky team to make the playoffs, and
No,
the first
no,
one
because
was the Texans.
The first one was the Texans. Last year was the Rams.
Oh yeah, I did pick the Rams. Wow, the Rams were
Yeah.
0-3 to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Wow.
1-5, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so-
no, I just to bring it back to the Texans here too, offensively, like, yeah, I think that Stroud doesn't have to be somebody crazy. They still obviously have a lot of offensive problems. He started 0-7 to start the second half, and it felt for a second like, yep, here we go. Chiefs are gonna creep their way back into this fucking game. It's gonna be some bullshit again. And they held off, and they made some nice plays. Stroud had a third down pass that you pulled up a second ago there, Jake, and that was huge to Higgins, who's emerged as a pretty decent wide receiver too. Nico had a huge game, obviously, with the 2 big catches.
They got a young core there that's good, man.
Yeah, and Woody Marks, not the greatest stat line ever, but those runs matter, man. He has finished 2 games in this 5-win streak. He's finished them himself on first down runs. He's just a guy that's there right now when they need him, and it's great, considering we don't have Joe Mixon this entire season, which is another thing that nobody has talked about with his team. They haven't had Joe Mixon, which would probably help them a lot, especially with Woody Marks playing the way that he has.
I do have one request with your winnings.
Yes.
You must buy yourself a nice Texans jersey.
Please.
Please.
You have to.
I am kind of bare, compared to you guys. You guys got,
You gotta
especially
buy
Aiden.
one.
We're both bare compared to Aiden.
Are you kidding me? Jake has the most jerseys of anyone I know.
But
These
I'm
jerseys
saying,
coming out
like,
of his ass.
static-wise, you have Bengals galore behind you every single week.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah,
week's
I
a bad
probably
example,
should.
but
I probably should. Okay,
I
who do
got
you guys
the-
think I should get, though? Should I get my boy Tank? Should I get Stroud? Should I get Nico? Should I get Will Anderson?
Alshire, dude.
Nico
Candy
Anderson.
red.
I do have the Bills and Bengals football up there.
There's a lot of small things to talk about in this game. Mahomes obviously had a bad stats game. I thought he actually played better than what the stats would say. That pass to Thornton, the deep ball, did you guys see that play? That was one of the greatest punch-outs I've ever seen, man. That was nasty. Laster coming back. Laster
bad, it
coming
popped
back
up.
to knock that ball out was unreal. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to glaze them too much. They're doing what they need to do, just one win at a time.
No,
Handle the
all
next 2 weeks
props.
against
All
bad
props. You
teams.
get your mullet
Yeah.
to glaze.
They got to just handle the next 2 weeks. Handle the next 2 weeks and beat the Chargers, and you'll be good. You'll be in the playoffs with one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league. Scratch that.
Yeah.
They are by
They're
far
the
the
best
best
defense.
defense in the league.
And by the way, Carson, I'm cheering for you again because you're playing the Chargers. I need you to beat the Chargers for my Bills. So once again, rally the troops. Let's go. Let's go.
You, Carson, you brought up the Legion of Boom. I'd like to say, like, Russell Wilson that year, they won the Super Bowl in 2013 with the Legion of Boom. Russell Wilson that year threw for 3,300 yards, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and had a 63% completion. If Stroud didn't get hurt, his numbers would look the exact same. He has 64% completion, 2,200 yards, 12 picks, and 6 interceptions. Defense wins championships, man. You could have the team that cuts off Big Cat's pinky, bro.
And it's perfect because it's just like it gives to me it's better to have an elite defense than an elite offense. Because if you're playing a team that has an elite offense, then they can match you. If you have an elite defense, they can't do much about it. Like it just shuts down another offense. And Stroud, all he has to do is limit turnovers and make big plays when you need to make big plays. And that's what he did in this game. No turnovers, made some scramble plays, made some third downs. They were 8 for 18 on third downs, which is a pretty good percentage when you're going up against a decent Chiefs defense who is desperate for a win. So, yeah, I mean, they have time to improve offensively because of how good the defense has been, and they have gotten better offensively over the course of this season. That's why they're winning games now, because they're putting points on the board when they need to. So I'm very excited. I was very down on this team to start the year, and they've rallied incredibly, and I think they have a good chance to win out now.
Agreed. And I think they have a good shot in playoffs. Like, even the wins, like against the Jags, the Bills, the Colts, and even the Chiefs, like, the AFC is so broken this year that the top teams in the AFC are not better than most of those teams. Like, the Colts at the time were the top. The Jags lead the division, and the Bills are one of, if not the best team in the AFC.
The thing is, too, which is kind of a sneaky factor, is like, other than the Bills and the Ravens, technically, if they make it, the Texans have the most playoff experience out of the rest of the teams the last 2 years. They've got 4 games behind their belt, 2 of which are wins. And Broncos have less. Patriots obviously have less. Jacksonville has less. The Chargers have less, and they lost to the Texans in the playoffs last year. So, I mean, like, it could be favorable for them. We'll see. But I'm
the
just
most
1 week at a
heartbreaking
time
thing would for our 2 teams to be meeting in the first round.
That would be horrible. Thankfully,
I'd like to at least see you in the second round.
Too.
That is a possibility.
It could happen. And
I'd like to see you in the second round.
If my team wins the division, then it is highly possible. Well, I guess not technically.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
It's possible.
If the Bills win out and the Steelers continue on this garbage, whatever, or the Ravens, and then we end up with what would it be? The 5 seed technically, and then
we're the third or the 4th seed.
No, you would have to be the 4th seed for us to play.
The Bills win out, the Texans win out, and the Jags only lose against the Texans, then the Bills would play the Texans, which is a very real possibility.
Likely.
Really? Even with the...
because the Jags would hold the division lead.
That doesn't make sense.
I guess it wouldn't. We couldn't be the 4th seed, to be honest, because the Steelers have a worse record than us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyways,
the Jags would have to get the 5th seed and push the Bills to the 6th.
Yes,
for you guys to play.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then
which would be tough.
The 3rd,
but
yeah.
Let's. I think we're good on this. No.
Yeah, I'm good.
You guys want to move on to a dude's draft, another unprompted one for you?
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Here we go.
Welcome to Dude's Draft of the Week. This week we are doing best tailgate foods. I am inspired after going to 2 tailgates this week and 2 football games. I don't know, do we want to do tailgate foods or just football foods?
Let's just do football. So we can include like home snacks and stuff like that, like watching the Super Bowl, what you got on a tray.
Yes, sir. I agree. Carson, you got the hottest team right now. I think you deserve the 1. I will take the 2. And Aiden, I apologize. You're in the basement today.
Give me a hot dog with my 1. I don't think it's a bad pick. He's going to show up when you need him.
He's always there.
I got World War III going back here. I apologize. Give me the buffalo chicken dip.
That's good. I'm going to take chili. Chili would have been I love chili, bro. I'll take chili, and then I'll just take chicken wings.
Fuck you. Fuck you. All right. I just had fantastic ribs this weekend, so give me the ribs. Holy shit, they were so good.
That's also a great pick. Give me nachos.
Oh, yeah. Loaded nachos.
Give me nachos.
Oh,
This is where it gets
loaded
dicey.
nachos is so good.
This is where it gets dicey. Give me, guys. You're gonna hate this because I'm going back-to-back chips. Give me a chip and a dip, man. Give me
Not a bad
chips
pick,
with an.
man. Not a bad pick.
It's essential
I don't
during
even know
Super
what-
Bowl.
What's the white fucking sauce called? Pause.
Queso.
Alva.
Is it
Cheese
queso?
dip. Cheese
There's
dip
cheese
is
dip.
queso.
And what's the other one though? The white one.
Hell of a good dip. Like sour
Yeah,
cream and onion dip.
Maybe. So good. Anyway,
Yeah, I like that. Give me another one I had this weekend. Give me the sausage. Low
Give you
key,
all the
in my
sausage you
opinion, the
want.
better version of the hot dog.
I can't believe this has gone all the way back to me, but I'll just take pizza. I mean, I feel like that fell.
that is
Gotta
kind
take
of
pizza.
nuts, actually.
And then to wrap out my list, I think just give me like ice cold beer, maybe.
No, you can't have that. It's food. It's
Oh,
food. It's
God, dude, it makes me feel like I ate food. Come on, the amount of beers you
No.
throw back on a Sunday.
no.
All right,
Bud Light.
fine. Okay, if I can't have ice cold beer, then give me a pulled pork sandwich. That was
From
a
the
crazy
rafters.
gesture. Honestly, dude, do you have any more of those in Buffalo?
No.
Those $80 sandwiches.
No, didn't double dip this time. I was more so just trying to stay alive. No, I like that pick, but I will have to go with just like a sub, like an assorted sub. You get a platter.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that. Give me cold cuts. Cold cut platter.
Little charcuterie board.
A charcuterie board or like a sub platter.
No, not a sub platter. No, I'm
Just
saying
the
like
meats.
you know when you got like
Prosciutto.
cheese, you
A
got like
charcuterie
pepperoni.
board. Yes.
slices. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Good pick. Okay. I was about to say, what the hell? I'll take a Brenner's hot dog. No, great
All right.
pick. We left a bunch off the boards here, boys. What do you got? What are we missing?
Burger comes to mind.
Burger for sure.
Easy.
We said hot dog, but coney dog.
Coney dog, chili dogs, like anything in that
Yeah.
realm.
Cincinnati chili. You didn't say. What do they call
I
it?
took
Sky
Skyline
something?
chili. Yeah. Oh,
What else is good? Anything is good.
honestly, like
Chips.
chicken tenders,
Yeah.
honey,
Fries, poutine.
dude, anything. Dude, just give me food. Just give me food and football. What more do you want, bro? Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
All time. That was Dude's Draft of the Week.
Here we go.
Alrighty, we're wrapping up here. We're at the later half of the show. It is 6-10 for the Chargers against the Seahawks. The Eagles, sorry. This one's a big one. Both teams are 8-4. Boys, I don't know if you watched most of this game, but Jalen Hurts is kind of laying a dud. And somehow Herbert is playing.
I can't believe Herbert's playing with his hand. I mean, he's not playing neither team's playing too well. I did take the unders on almost everything.
Yeah, they.
So we'll see about that.
What do you think this means for the Eagles moving forward if they lose this?
I still think they can win any given Sunday. Like I still think that they're a team that can win any matchup.
Yeah, I think they have the
Anyway.
talent to win. And I mean, we talked about it last week. They have a new OC again. It's every other year. So if they don't do it this year, they can bounce back next year just fine, I think.
Yeah. I don't got anything else on this week of NFL. I don't know the likelihood we record another episode here just because the boys are in exams and it's a busy time of year, so I don't know if you guys are down. Would you like to just rapid fire quick picks on every game next weekend, and then hopefully maybe we can record another episode, but I just would like to get that out there just in case we can only get one out this week like we have been for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm going to say the teams and then just give your quick thoughts or picks. So Thursday, December 11th, we got Falcons at Bucs.
Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks need this more than this is the playoff game for the Bucks.
Yep, I think we all agree here. Bucs. Two banned teams now: Commanders, Giants.
We didn't even talk about the Commanders dropping a goose egg last week, and the Vikings somehow demolishing them. Second coming of 9 right there. Give me the Giants.
Give me the Giants as well.
Give me the Commanders.
Bro. How did they put JD back in the game, bro? How is he playing again?
I don't know.
Magic.
Let's move on. Let's move on to Raiders, Eagles. If we record another episode, we can dive deep in.
Eagles.
Give me the Eagles, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, Bears, Browns.
Give me the Bears.
Bears.
Bear down for this one.
Bears.
We got the Ravens and the Bengals.
Let's go
I'll take
Bengals.
Bengals.
Woo!
I think the Bengals are going to win it. Hand the division to the Steelers.
Give me the Bengals as well. Cardinals, Texans. I think we all agree here. Give me the Texans.
Give me the Texans.
Texans.
Heater.
All righty. Maybe the 1 o'clock matchup of the week. We go to New England for Patriots versus Bills.
Surely, right? They can't lose twice. I gotta take the Bills. They can't lose twice.
I'll take the Bills too. But I don't think it
Nobody
matters that
circles
much.
the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Bills here. We're heading to New York, I believe. Nope. We're heading to Jacksonville for Jets, Jaguars.
Give me
Give
the
me the
Jags.
Jags.
Who do you like more in the crap bowl this week, son? Yeah, give me the Jags. Go Jets, though.
Alrighty. Chargers, Chiefs.
Man, this is tough. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chargers.
Give me the Chiefs after being booty spanked enough times. Let's go to Seattle where we got the Seahawks at Colts. For Colts at Seahawks, my apologies.
Seahawks.
I mean, it's the Seahawks here.
But wait, Phillip Rivers is here.
Agreed. Give me the Seahawks here. We got Titans, 49ers. I think we all agree here. 49ers.
Yeah, clear.
Alrighty, let's head to Denver where we got the Broncos at Packers at Broncos. My apologies.
Give me the Broncos.
Give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Broncos too.
Wow. Panthers heading to Louisiana for the Saints.
Panthers.
Yeah, give me the Kittens, bro.
Give me the Saints. Alrighty. 4 o'clock matchup, my opinion, of the week. Lions heading to LA to face the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, give me Stafford and them boys. They
Wiz Khalifa?
Give me the Motor City Kitties. Alrighty. And then for our Sunday night game that somehow did not get flexed out, that's bullshit. 49ers Vikings heading to Dallas 8:20 in Jerry World.
Give me the Vikings.
That makes me vomit. Give me the Cowboys.
Who damn boys? Give me the Cowboys.
I took the Vikings.
Okay. Sure. And then talk about stinkers. If you're working on Monday, you might as well just keep working. Don't take the night off because we got the Dolphins heading to the Steel City and the fucking Yellow Bridge.
Dude,
We
60
got-
years ago, this would have been a crazy matchup.
Yeah, we got Tua turned up all over versus old man Perk Rogers. Give me the Steelers.
Give me the Dolphins.
Give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers. I kind of like the Dolphins.
Alrighty. You guys want to do another fun one just real quick while we're wrapping up? I don't know. I'm having fun with you. So I want to hold you here. One more.
Sounds good.
Everyone give one touchdown for next week.
I will take Rico Dowdle.
I'm gonna stick home with my boys. Give me Woody Marks.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll stay the same here. Cookie Monster has been quiet. Let's light up the lighthouse in New England. Cookie Monster. Anything else here, boys?
I think that's it.
Where can they find us?
Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Twitter, all at the Huddle Podcast. Like, subscribe, and tail Carson's bets. He's on a heater.
Kamari Vidal.
Damn.